and welcome back to another stream. Hope you can all hear me all okay. This is the first stream I've done on Microsoft Flight Sim. As an aircraft, that's a FS realistic, and it's really loud at times. So yeah, I stopped talking there for a sec. So I knew you might not be able to hear me. But yeah, let me know what the audio mixing is like. Like I said, first stream on Microsoft Flight Sim, so might need to tune the audio a little bit. But welcome all to the stream. Hi ShipDub, welcome to the stream. And yeah, today we're going to be showing off Cloudsurf Singapore International Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim. Now my mic is a bit quiet. That's absolutely fine. I can turn myself up. Let me how's that? Is that any better? Maybe turn myself up a bit higher. Stan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, of course, for being a member on the channel, and the members only stream for the month of February will be happening very soon. So yeah, we're going to be showing off Cloudsurf Singapore International Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim today. They were kind enough to provide me with a copy. Thank you, Stan. They were kind enough to provide me with a copy of Singapore to stream, so a big thank you to them. Alright, sound is perfect, brilliant. I'm very glad. Looks like the baggage handlers have gone, so we are flying the fly-by-wire A320 as always. And what I will do is brief the route. So let me just get Navigraph here. Hope you're all doing okay. And I just need to import the flight plan very quick into Navigraph, and then there's Navigraph for you guys. So let's brief the route here. We are starting off in Kuala Lumpur. I've actually flown this route before in real life. A very long time ago, well over 10 years ago now. But yeah, two beautiful cities we're flying from today. Flight time of about half an hour. Wow, FS realistic is loud even though I'm inside. Let's maybe I'll turn FS realistic down just a little bit. Right, so back to Navigraph. We'll be departing from Kuala Lumpur runway 32 right here. I've never flown from Kuala Lumpur in the sim actually, so it'll be interesting. We'll be on the RUSP to Delta SID, and then we'll be flying southeast down towards Singapore. We should get a nice view of the city. We'll be landing 02 right on the Aram 1 Alpha star here, and we will be landing 02 center, not 02 right, because that is a long taxi back. So we'll do 02 center. So go back to screen black. Right, there we are. We are back in Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, so let's get started here. Turn the batteries on. External power. Or arm the emergency seatbelts. Not emergency seatbelts, the emergency exit lights. And then no smoking, seatbelt signs can go on. Nav and logo light on, wing light on, crew supply, ground control, and let's get the ADIS on. Perfect. We have imported the flight plan here into the fly pad. Let's go here to fuel, get the fuel on board. So if we go real 5 minutes, that's perfect. Only need 5 tons here today. Payload, and if we go real, that's going to take 13. Okay, we'll go fast, 3 minutes, and get the passengers boarded as well. Perfect. So, oh I cannot see can't see much of the FMS there. All right, so let's request a flight plan from SimBrief. I was thinking about buying the MD-11 for X-Plane, however I might wait a little bit longer for the flight factor 777V2. Yeah, 777V2 should be coming, well we say soon, but we'll see what happens there. MD-11, beautiful aircraft. I really enjoy it. Right, so IRS initialization with a line on ref. Let's go to here. Let's request the winds. Perfect. Alright, and am I hearing boarding music? So I loaded up Microsoft Flight Sim yesterday to do an overnighter, and all of my Microsoft Flight Sim settings had reset, which was not fun. So let me try and find where the setting is to turn off the boarding music. There you go. Alright, move off to the side here so we can actually see what we're doing. So go to flight plan, Kuala Lumpur departure. We are doing, we get Navigraph, so we are doing 32 right. There you go, on the recipe 2 Delta, Sid. Recipe 2 Delta. Will you stream Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 when it comes out? Yes, most likely. The channel will be staying, you know, mostly X-Plane. I fly X-Plane most of the time, but every now and then we will do a Microsoft Flight Sim stream covering new products and especially the new sim, for sure. But yeah, we're not moving to Microsoft Flight Sim permanently or anything like that. Right, so the arrival into Singapore, doing 02 center, will be ILS, so 02 center. On the RM1 Alpha, perfect. And we are doing the live transition. There we are, boarding has completed, perfect. So let's go ahead and step through the flight plan. Now I do have the frame gen mod. I do only have a 3070 Ti, so I'm using the frame gen mod right now. It does have some issues, but it's not bad, and it does give me a nice FPS boost, so nice and smooth. Which looks like we've got disco there. Let's get rid of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to...
So here there's 2 waypoints too close to each other, so I'm going to get rid of the Lidva.
Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your
and perfect.
That
That is V1. V1 simulations, of course, doing the announcements.
Make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Right, so what else? Let's go in it B, get all this done. So bring up the load sheet here. So block was 5 tons. And I should make sure my units are, yep, 5 tons, perfect. And then we'll wait to be fully boarded before we get that done. Whilst we're here, let's get the APU started. And then if we go to perf, sorry, flight plan, the init page even, just check cruise out 310, yep, that's perfect. All right. So, got FSS to LTL running with the, so we have traffic here. It's very nice. And we are running the latest development version of the fly-by-wire aircraft. Let me go ahead here and get the META for Kuala Lumpur. QNH 1010, so let's get that set. Let's get 310 set here as our cruise out. 310 seems high for a 30-minute flight, but we'll go with it. That's what SimBrief has given me. Managed to semi-fix my PC today. Now I just have to wait for the reactivation for the serial codes in the Aerosoft store. Brilliant, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad that that's all done. So I believe we are fully fueled and boarded now. Perfect. So we can go to init B. Put that in there. Then we'll go to perf. I'll do flaps 1. And get our V speeds. Alrighty. AP has started, so turn the AP bleed on. Don't need external power. Get the fuel tanks on. And then we'll call the pushback truck as well. Alright. Brilliant. Looks like the jetway is going to disconnect as well. There it is. Alright, and we should be good for push and start here. I believe we've covered everything in the FMC. Yep, I think we're good. We'll get the door closed. Some lights in here. That's better. Fly-by, such an amazing aircraft for free as well. Really, really enjoy flying it. Right, so let's go ahead and push back. So, right, so parking brake can go off. Let's get the beacon on. Get transponder to auto, all TA. And then we'll go backwards. Perfect. Once had sim brief, give me a cruise out of 40,000 for 40-minute flight in the Challenger 650. Yeah. Let's see. Pretty short cruise, I guess. So anyway, let's get the engine started. We'll go with engine at number 1 first. I don't actually have any wing views set up, but let me see here. There it is. Beautiful sounds. Right. We do need to actually push back left here, so let's do that. Right, look at this. We'll get rid of that. Oh, I cannot wait for the A380 to release. That is going to be crazy. And I know Heathrow is going to get extremely busy with just loads of A380s, as it did last night with the with the Phoenix release, Block 2. Yeah, crazy things. Let's get engine 2 started. And let's stop the pushback there. Parking brake can go on. We'll disconnect the tug here. Alright. Let them disconnect as engine number 2 starts. Sounds of course by Boris. Just really, really good sounds, especially for freeware. Yeah, I am with contact with Fly-by-Wire about that A380. They have sort of some release plans, but they've had those for about 2 years, so it'll be very, very cool to be able to stream it, that's for sure, when it does come out, but we don't know. We have no idea when it'll be coming out as of yet. So pushback system can go off then. Go back to the main menu here, and let's get the nose light to taxi runway turn-off light can go on. And let's get flaps 1. We'll arm the speed brake. Get the predicted wind shear and the weather radar on. And let's taxi here to runway 32 right. Alright. And yeah, FS Realistic is really cool. Love it. As well as XP Realistic. Yeah, we hope that Fly-by-Wire and VATSIM will plan some sort of event. Maybe they will. They have collaborated in the past before, so who knows. Hello Milani, welcome to the stream. Just in time for takeoff. Alright, so we'll take the next, the second right here. Yeah, this is just default Kuala Lumpur, but we'll have some really nice scenery for Singapore upon landing, and we'll take a look at that as well upon landing. And yeah, as I said yesterday, yeah, absolutely, Stan. If they coordinate the release for FS Expo, maybe. I don't know how ready it is for FS Expo this year, but yeah, I think they'll do something pretty special because it's very, very, you know, highly anticipated. And I will try and stream that as soon as possible. You know, as soon as it's released. Why have we stopped here? Yeah, man. There we go. One thing that really bugs me about Microsoft Flight Sim is when you use free lock here, it locks all your controls, and it's like if I was braking then and I started free looking and it just held the brakes. Very annoying. But anyway, let's do takeoff config tech. And we'll line up here on the runway. Well, we'll hold first. Get our lights on, make sure that it's all clear. Alright, so let's hold here. Get all our lights on. Strobe light can go on. Actually, APU can go off as well now. Get TCAS on. Well, that can go back to norm. Everything else is looking good here. And doesn't look like we have anything on final approach. Looks like we are pretty clear. So let's taxi on to the runway. And like I said, Microsoft Flight Sim decided to reset all my controls the other day. So I just need to get the correct profile. There it is. And there we are. We now have flight controls. Good job we checked that before we took off. And we'll go full toga takeoff here. Oh, taxi line does not line up with the center line. Interesting. This is default Microsoft Flight Sim airports for you, I guess. Right, well, spoil them up 50%. And toga. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate and gear up. Lovely. Pretty steep climb angle here. We are quite light. Let's go to climb thrust then. Continue time flight. Visibility isn't great here. Hey Dougal. Glad to have you here on the stream. Thank you very much, Dougal. I really do appreciate that. Still hand flying. Look at the scenery. Lovely. Default. Alright, let's get the autopilot on then. Just like that. Mainly stopped flying IFI and Microsoft Flight Sim because of the handling of the aircraft and the planes in X-Plane more sophisticated. Yeah, I do prefer the flight model in X-Plane, that's for sure. But you got to admit, Microsoft Flight Sim is just visually stunning. Looks really, really nice. Hi, Caleb. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see your messages are finally they're actually getting through on chat, so that's brilliant. Just in time for takeoff. But yeah, I mean, default scenery is beautiful. See if we still have that wing view. There it is. Lovely. The new Phoenix update is excellent. Yeah, I was watching V1's stream yesterday, or part of it, and yeah, it looks pretty good. Very interesting. I don't have it myself, but it's definitely tempting. Although I think I might have too many A320s at this point. Or is there such a thing as too many A320s? Hi Joe, thanks. Yeah, we are very close to 1,000 subs. I do have something very special planned for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. Flew Phoenix into Innsbruck earlier, went okay until about 2,000 foot, got 5 FPS. Then I landed and may have overran because the game was stuttering. Yeah, so for the frame gen mod, what I had to do, because I was getting some crazy stutters with it before. So, you know, FPS was great, well over 60. But my, you know, it was just stuttering. I updated my DLSS. Oh, that's too many S's. DLSS. So I believe there's a video on YouTube. I'll see if I can find the link in a bit. But basically you can, actually I think Q8 Pilot did a video on it as well. If you just update the DLSS to the latest version, because the latest version doesn't come with Microsoft Flight Sim. But yeah, updating that to the latest version really helped me out and fixed a lot of issues. It's running a lot nicer now. I mean, I'm on 80 to 100 FPS. It still stutters occasionally, so it doesn't look like it's 100 FPS, but it's fairly smooth, good enough. But yeah, I've had the FPS on the V2 is really nice on the Phoenix. If you guys want to see me fly it, then do let me know. Get our lights off here, see about the signs can go off. And we'll set the barometer to standard then. So it should be a pretty short cruise here to Singapore. It's only about 30 minutes and we're going all the way up to 31,000 foot, so should have some nice views. We are pretty much flying straight along the coast of Malaysia. Yeah, Nightbot will time you out if you put all caps there, Firefly. Tile Aviator, yes, I fly the Phoenix. Yeah, we can for sure look into it. It does look pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I almost... You know, I debated getting the tow list for a long time because I was like, you know, I've got the fly-by-wire in Microsoft Flight Sim. do I really want to spend more money on you know, an aircraft which is pretty much, you know, it's the same aircraft, just different developer, different sim. I don't regret getting the Tolus at all. You know, the Tolus is just amazing, and I highly recommend it to anyone. But then I was thinking, do I get the Phoenix? I already have an A320 in Microsoft Flight Sim, but from what I've seen, it definitely looks very good. So yeah, I'll definitely consider that. And of course, if you guys do want to see it, then we'll do it for sure. You can hear everyone using the Lou. That's from FS Realistic. Yeah, Caleb, I've got a 3070 Ti as well. I think, yeah, I agree with Dougal there. You should for sure have a good enough PC to run Microsoft Flight Sim with the FrameGen mod. So, because yours is better than mine, so definitely go for a reinstall. My Microsoft Flight Sim was crashing, so I went for a reinstall and it seemed to fix it. Is there a good A320 CEO for X-Plane 12? Well, there is the Flight Factor A320, which isn't bad. I wouldn't say it's Tolus quality. I don't have it myself. This is just from what I've seen. Yeah, it's pretty good. If you really want an A320 CEO, then for sure go for it. But I'd recommend the A320 Neo, honestly, from Tolus. Miles better. Yeah, update the DLSS, see if that works. Oh wow, there is FS Realistic's going crazy on the toilet flushes. Let me turn the effect off there. It's doing a bit too much, I think. Passing 20,000 foot here. So coast of Malaysia off to the left. We're pretty much following it all the way down to Singapore. You can mod the Tolus A320 Neo into CO, but yeah, it's just visual. Yeah, shipped up. We do have a better pushback, but you know, that's just pushback. I do think better pushback is just amazing. I don't know what I'd do without it, honestly. When I fly Microsoft Flight Sim, I do miss it. So I don't have GSX or anything like that, but I do miss it because it just makes pushback so much easier. No worries, Caleb. Enjoy TMP. Look at that. So yeah, if you guys want to see more Microsoft Flight Sim content, do let me know. Of course, I will be primarily staying X-Plane 12, but of course, if you guys want more Microsoft Flight Sim stuff, then we can do that. Now, we've barely reached top of... I mean, look, our top of the climb is there. There's our top of descent. So yeah, cruise is literally maybe 15, 20 nautical miles here. Very short cruise. I don't know why SimBrief sent us all the way up to 31,000, but we'll go with it for now. FlyJSim last night announced well, it's sort of unofficial, but they are hopefully updating the 737-200 for X-Plane 12. They showed off some preview shots. That's looking brilliant. Can't wait to have that in the sim. Love a VFR bush flying stream, Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh yeah, absolutely, we can do that. I've not done much bush flying, but yeah, that sounds interesting for sure. I'm up for anything. I'm looking forward to the approach into Singapore. Should be quite scenic with the city to the left. And again, a big thank you to Cloudsurf for providing the channel with the scenery. I mean, the new cockpit update that Fly-by-Wire brought to the aircraft, was it about a month ago? Looks stunning, doesn't it? Look at that. Very, very nice. Nice texturing. Just looks beautiful. Get a little wing view here. Yeah, I have been testing the map enhancement auto replacement for X-Planes. So looking pretty good. Been playing around with the settings. Should have an installation video coming out tonight, hopefully. So yeah, lots to come on the channel. Got plenty of other add-ons and plugins, aircraft, etc. to show off to you guys. So very exciting. I like when my streams have a, you know, when the purpose of the stream is to show off an add-on or something. It gives a nice subject to the stream. Do you have the replay tool for Microsoft Flight Sim where you can change the time in the replay? Unfortunately not. I don't. Yeah, we won't be able to do a replay here today, unfortunately. I have tried using the default replay that comes in Microsoft Flight Sim, but it seems to cause crashes and stuff for me. So even when I'm just recording, so I don't want to risk anything, you know. Yeah, it's a shame that we don't have a really nice replay system, like I explained. But hey, maybe in 2024. I am excited for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Should be good. Very exciting year for Flight Sim. With a 777 release, we've got some FlyJ Sim stuff coming. Visual XP should be releasing an update fairly soon for their live weather. Fly-by-Wire A380, hopefully. Maybe that's coming this year. I would expect so. Maybe they'll just release it for 2024 instead. I don't know. So we're nearing our cruise altitude here, but we are pretty much immediately going to descend. So I am going to start getting my descent, my approach information in here. So I'll grab it all from Navigraph, of course. Definitely watch your video on the auto replacement when installing it tomorrow. Yep, hopefully should have that video out tonight if all goes to plan. So yeah, I'm glad to report that the install is a lot easier, and I think the whole program has been built in a better way so far. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I think it's better so far. So where were we? Perth, and then approach. So QNH 1010 at Singapore. Temperature, it is 27 degrees. Wind is 360 at 7. And minimums will be 216. Barometric. Perfect. There's our cruise altitude then. Lovely stuff.
Flight deck captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for flight. As it begins to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your seat belts clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming from the cabin with galley cars shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
There's V1's voice again for the cabin announcements. I watched so many of his streams when learning the A320 more in depth. You know, when I got the TOLUS, I watched quite a lot of his emergency streams in the A319 that he did. And yeah, learned a lot from him. Obviously, he's a real Airbus pilot. I'm hooked on TOLUS. Yeah, honestly, TOLUS is just incredible stuff. You know, the A321 is brilliant, the A340 is brilliant, constantly getting updated. You know, when they brought out the A320neo, it was a whole new level of quality over the others, and then they updated the rest to, you know, bring it up to scratch, which was really appreciated. Flight factors on 57, 767, yeah, I love those as well. I love my cargo ops. Maybe we'll have to fly the 76 or 757 again on stream. Absolutely, I do recommend the A340. Yep, for sure. It's brilliant. It is just as good as the rest of the TOLUS aircraft, and because of, you know, the range, I love doing ultra long hauls and long haul flights in that. And I mean, it's an A340, it's so cool. And yeah, I'd recommend the Mango Studio sound pack if you did want to get the A340, which I think it might be on sale currently. I was wondering what to do on VATSIM when getting a redirect mid-flight with a Siva, INS and a Concorde. That would be quite awkward. Yeah, I'm not particularly familiar with the Siva, but I imagine flying the Concorde or the Fearless 747-200 on VATSIM and then getting a redirect or something would be, yeah, a lot to manage. Considering it's a, you know, obviously needs 3 pilots, well, 2 pilots and a flight engineer. So I got the Fearless and I've not properly flown it yet. I just need time to learn it. But I'd love to stream the Fearless. And the Q4XP is something I need to stream as well. So we are getting towards our top of descent here. And I'm just going to look at any restrictions. We do have a restriction at Pushback. So we need to be under 10,000 foot, I believe. But we'll start our descent here. We'll just set it down to 9,000. Alright, down we go into Singapore.
Book the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As we have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until the aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Brilliant. And on Sunday, we will have a guest on the stream. We'll be doing another developer sort of Q&A session. So this time we will be doing a Q&A with the lead developer and owner of Mango Studios, aka Epic Donut, if you're on their Discord. So yeah, he'll be jumping on stream, be able to ask some questions about, you know, developing sound packs and how he started and stuff like that. So that'll be an interesting one. And that'll be Sunday at 1600 Zulu. I do enjoy doing the developer Q&A live streams. I think having that insight into what goes into developing all of these add-ons for both X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim is really interesting. And I hope you guys enjoy them too. I'm wondering what the financial situation around jar design is, since I don't think they've released anything in a while and their current products aren't really the best. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with jar design. Never had any of their products, so in all honesty I haven't really kept up with their situation, but I think they updated the A340 500 for X-Plane 12 a while ago. But yeah, I'm not sure what else they're doing, to be honest. But yeah, you're correct, their products aren't up to scratch, you know, in 2024. There's better alternatives at the moment. But we'll see what they can do. Maybe they're working on something in the background. I'm interested in what's happening with Honeycomb. I think it's all a bit, you know, there's very conflicting stories out there, and I don't think we'll ever really know what's fully happened. But yeah, I do have a Honeycomb Bravo, so I'm sort of interested in what's happening with the company. I mean, their products are pretty good, you know. They provided a really nice, you know, there was a gap in the market between really cheap, not very good flight sim hardware and really expensive, you know, looking at thousands of pounds, like very high quality hardware, and then there was no in between. And Honeycomb sort of brought that with a mid-range, you know, Alpha yoke and then a Bravo throttle quadrant. So is there any particular add-ons, whether it's scenery, plugins, aircraft for either sim that you guys would like me to look at? I do have a suggestion channel in my Discord, so do feel free to post anything in there as well. I'm currently working hard on my Demio F14D in 1-48. I must say the thing is huge, but at least 40. Yeah, what ratio 1-48 seems pretty big. 40 to 50 centimeters. Wow. I'd love to see some pictures on that in the Discord once it's done. That sounds really interesting. F-14, just iconic aircraft, obviously. Synonymous with Top Gun, but I think it's a beautiful, beautiful aircraft as well. So today I think we're going to use auto brake low. Got a very long runway here at Singapore. Singapore airport is just beautiful. Admittedly, I don't remember a huge amount of it because I went when I was quite young, but I do remember the sort of indoor garden or forest, as it were, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful airport. The whole city of Singapore, the whole country even, I should say, is Very, very clean and yeah, very nice. Does anyone recommend a camera add-on similar to X Camera for X-Plane? For Microsoft Flight Sim, is that? I'm not actually aware of any camera add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim. Other than, I guess, sort of FS Realistic, which helps with the, head movements and stuff. But yeah, I do think a camera add-on for Microsoft Flight Sim would be beneficial because I'm not a huge fan of the default camera system. I'd like to see what state the SSG 747-8 and the Concorde are since there aren't any recent reviews. The SSG 747-8 Q8 pilot just did a stream on that actually about a month ago. So I think it got an update actually. So yeah, I think that's pretty decent now. And I'm presuming you're talking about the Colomado Concorde. I've actually been eyeing that up, maybe on the next sale. I don't know what it's like quality-wise, but I'd love to fly the Concorde. Yes, for Microsoft Flight Sim. Yeah, I mean, if anyone has any suggestions, do let me know, because I'm not aware of any. But yeah, X camera is brilliant. So it looks like the aircraft wants me to go to local pressure. Then let me check what the transition altitude is. 11,000. I think we can actually change that. If we go here, transition 11,000 according to Navigraph. I think that's the airport there, and Singapore city, country is over there. Almost down to 10,000. We then have a restriction at Bukit here, so we need to be above 6,000. So we'll just set 6,000 for now, that's fine. Let VNav do the work. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not particularly up to date with add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim. I know of the super popular ones like the INI A300 and Phoenix, PMDG, etc. But not particularly well versed in the others. I generally keep up to date more with X-Plane stuff rather than Microsoft Flight Sim stuff because there's just so much for Microsoft Flight Sim. It's difficult to keep up sometimes. But yeah, recommendations are highly appreciated. And welcome. Oh wow, shipped up. That sounds amazing. The with a carrier catapult section. Wow. That sounds really, really cool. I think we're gonna need a bit of drag here, so we'll put it about halfway. Get rid of the armrest there. Actually, we'll go a quarter. I don't know why this doesn't move smoothly. It just sort of teleports to wherever it is, but not a big deal. Right, so we can go to local pressure, which was QNH 1010. So there it is, we'll get that set. Should probably get our lights back on. There it is. We'll stow the speed brakes for now. And then at Samco here, we'll be at just above 4,000. Yeah, I think if I had to recommend one piece of software for Flight Sim in general, it would have to be Navigraph. It's just usable for Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane and changes the way you fly, honestly. I absolutely love it. So right now I'm running it on my tablet, so doesn't affect anything on my PC. I just have to have Simulink running. And yeah, it's brilliant. Navigraph is an absolute game changer. Hello, Pilot Red Eye. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I'd say my favorite part will be painting everything with the airbrush. However, cleaning the airbrush with nitro thinner afterwards will not be pleasant. Yeah, cleaning up is always the not fun part, but wow, yeah, that sounds like a pretty cool project. I have a 747-200 airfix actually, still in its box. I've not built it yet. Got a couple of airfixes which I've been given and just not had a chance to build. There's Singapore City there. I hope we're close enough that the buildings will load in when we're on final approach. Yeah, there's the airport. "24 nautical miles out. We're descending nicely into Singapore. It's a great scenery to have because Singapore is such a large, international hub for many international flights. I believe Qantas stop over in Singapore on their Sydney to London route in the A380. Although I'm not sure if they fly the Qantas A380s into Heathrow anymore. I've not seen one in a long time, but maybe that's just me. Hi Chris, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Have you tried running your shadow resolution in Microsoft Flight Sim to 8192? Yes, so I did have that done, but then I'm not sure what happened actually. Microsoft Flight Sim decided to reset all of my settings, and I think in the process it overwrit the that settings file, so I think it's reverted back to what it was before, but I do need to get that fixed. Yeah, it reset all my control options, my accessibility options, all my graphics options, made me re-sign in, so not sure why I did that, but yeah, all my aircraft, I lost all my views, everything. It was very strange. It's done that to me before as well, just randomly. But yeah, normally I do have it running at 8192. BA also fly LHR to Sid with a stop in Singapore, yeah. I'm gonna pull the speed brake out just a little bit here. But we are looking good. Really excited to see how AI will be used in flight sims in the future. For example, better scene. Yeah, it'd be very interesting. I'm actually part of the beta test, quality testing team of Avimate, which is a new AI tool coming for both Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane. So I'm sort of helping them test that, and should have a video on that soon actually as well. But yeah, it's really, really interesting for sure how AI will be used. Avimate is sort of a virtual co-pilot, as it were, and some of the features it has is just incredible and usable between Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane, which is very exciting. So the aircraft wants to go down to final approach speed right now, which we don't want to do. So we are still 15 miles out. We'll leave it at 210 for now, that's fine. And we'll arm the approach. We intercept the localizer. And there's a glide slope as well, so we'll arm autopilot 2. And stow the speed brake, we'll arm that. Those bubbling shadows in Microsoft Flight Sim is a big reason. I'm 95% on X-Plane 12. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly good, does it? But I'm glad our good friend Q8 Pilot showed us how to fix it. While taxiing in Frankfurt, I actually saw Singapore Airlines A380, and oh man, it was massive. Oh yeah, A380s are huge. I was on a Emirates A380 when I flew to Kenya. We flew via Dubai, and yeah, it was huge. Again, I was very young, so I don't remember a huge amount. Obviously, I didn't know what I was flying on at the time, but yeah, the thing is huge. Pretty sure, because we got invited into the cockpit actually. Just by chance, we met the pilot in Costa at Heathrow, and I guess because we were young kids, he sort of invited us into the cockpit to see, and I'm pretty sure it's one of the reasons I have such a strong interest in aviation. So let's get it slowed down then to 180. We are a bit fast here. I'm going to pull the speed brake. And deploy the landing gear a little bit early.
$2,500.
We are a bit fast here. Yep, there's the city of Singapore. Country, keep saying city. Should be saying country. Alright, flaps 1. Check the cabin. We'll go down to final approach speed now. I think we're a bit fast here. Let's see if we can get it slowed down. And also, see why are the engines spooling up when... Why... I'm trying to slow down and the engines are spooling up. Let's see here, otherwise it might be a go around if we're too fast. Although we might be okay. Look at the beautiful lights there.
1,000.
Yeah, we'll be good here. We'll go flaps 3. And we'll go flaps 4 then. We'll stow the speed brakes. And arm them. Alright. And I've got control. And we'll hand fly this in. Still not used to the flight model in Microsoft Flight Sim. Flying too much X-Plane. The aircraft just fly so different in Microsoft Flight Sim. Bit high here.
100 above.
Correct.
Minimum.
Alright, it's a bit better.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard. 10. 5.
Alright, we'll fly that. Nose wheel down, we'll get the landing, the reversers out then. That wasn't bad, bit of a floater. And we'll go manual brake and then we'll stow the reversers. And can we take this? Nope. We'll take the next high speed then. Oh, it looks like one engine still at reverse. Alright, there we are. And we can get these off now. Get the flaps up. Stow the speed brakes, and we'll exit here. Off to the left. And let's get the autopilot started. And we can get the landing lights off. Nose light to taxi, strobe light off. As we exit the runway here. And I'll catch up on chat in just a second. You can start seeing this beautiful scenery here. Look at that, we do have SFS LTO. It's BA777 there, lovely stuff. But I think we'll go, where shall we go? Let's go to the really, really nice terminal. How about that? So, slightly longer taxi, but it'll be worth it. Let's just have a look. I need to go to drone camera. So, look at all the clutter here. It's under construction. Lovely. I think we'll go over here somewhere with the heavies. How about that? And then we'll take a look at the scenery. Let's catch up with chat here a little bit. Living in Hamburg is not as boring regarding aviation as I thought. I mean, we have Beluga XLs, Emirates 777s once a week, and even Lufthansa 747. You know what? Lufthansa have such an incredible fleet. I mean, A340s, A350s, 747s. Yeah, what an amazing fleet they have. Interesting. Good reminder about a single experience to shape our interest. Mine was on a United flight, DC-6 from Clax to Den. I was almost 6 years old. Yeah, it's funny how those little moments can impact, you know, the rest of your life, as it were. I'm not 100% sure how I got my interest in aviation and flying. I've just sort of always had it as long as I can remember, and the more I got into it, the more it sort of developed, and yeah, got into the engineering side and the flying side, and yeah, now it's all everything I do is in some way related to aviation. You know, studies, my hobbies, you know, flight sim, RC aircraft flying, PPL stuff. So yeah, it's a big part of my life. We're interested to hear some of your stories, how you got into flight sim, aviation. And we'll park up at one of these gates over here. Probably wouldn't be having A320s into these gates. These are for the heavies, but see some A350s over here. Got 787, is that a Cathay A350 maybe? That's all from FS8LTL. So let's get, we can turn TCAS off. Get these lights off so we don't blind the ground crew. And then we get weather radar off as well. And we'll go into stand here. Beautiful scenery. Look at the texturing. Very, very nice. Nope. Let's keep going. Come on. It's that free look. When I brake and hold right click, it tends to continue braking. Alright, so let's get the parking brakes set then. Get the APU bleed on, and then we'll kill the engines. Take a quick look at chat again. So my dad told me when he used to be a kid, there was always an old German Ju-52 doing tours, but it sadly stopped flying decades ago. Yeah, I'd love to have seen the Vulcan and Concorde fly, but unfortunately they no longer do. My interest just appeared. Always looked at planes, but always liked planes, but as for someone who's not been inside an airport, not flown, don't really have family who kind of fly. Surprising, I still like it. Yeah, it's one of the most interesting hobbies, I think. So let's go ahead and shut down the aircraft and take a look at this beautiful scenery. So we can get our lights off here. Getting a bit of stutters here. The performance on the scenery is pretty good. I didn't see any major impact on my performance. Where is the tab? Services. So jet bridge, baggage truck, catering truck. Alright, so seatbelt signs off, no smoking signs off, emergency exit signs, lights off. Get the APU bleed and APU off. ADAS off. Go the APU gen. And the battery is beautiful. Let me complete the flight on Sim Toolkit Pro then. Minus 136 feet per minute according to Sim Toolkit Pro. The flight was about 51 minutes. So let me get rid of that. Alright, so let's take a look at the scenery here then. I'll increase the speed. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I was at a cafe in my local airport. Coffee to fly if you're interested, and just seeing them land and take off just sparked my interest, and that's how I got into X-Plane. Brilliant. Yeah. They are amazing machines, aren't they? So, welcome. We've got an aircraft here. 787 and an Indigo 320. So yeah, here, welcome to WSSS Singapore International Airport by Cloudsurf Asia Simulations. And again, thank you to them for providing the channel with a copy of the scenery. And as you can see here, we have all the look at the size of this airport. It is huge. Can you imagine taking off runway 32 right and having to taxi up there and then all the way back? That is a long taxi. Sorry, 02 right. But yeah, let's take a look here at the look at the texture work here on the taxiway. Brilliant. And the runway texture as well. Very nice. I've always found the default runway textures in Microsoft Flight seem to be quite plain and sort of overly clean. So, you know, having these custom textures is really nice. And we have the same over here. You know, some really nice texturing over here. You know, we've got all the signs. You've got a windsock here as well, actually. And then we have a terminal over here. I'm not particularly familiar with Singapore Airport. But yeah, we've got another terminal over here. All the custom jetways. We do have the, you know, I'm not sure exactly what these are called. They're not VTGS systems, are they? I guess they just help guide you into the parking spot. Yeah, there's a bit of a strange thing happening here. I don't know why that jetway is extended so far forward, but yeah, that's a bit strange. Go over here. Look at that Korean 747. Beautiful. And I believe we are getting them back into the back into Heathrow, which is exciting. Some more 747 passenger flights into the UK. So that's brilliant. And yeah, just look at the scenery. The detail. Very nice. And over here, you know, we have this sort of construction area. And over here, look at that. Very nice. All the custom texturing, all the clutter that's been placed around, as you can see. Very nice. And then we go over here and look at that. Look at the modeling on that and the texture work. That is just beautiful. And then we go inside. Wow. Beautiful stuff here. We have the airport sort of tram going through the building here. Yeah, very nice. I don't think the rest of the terminal, no, the inside of the rest of the terminals isn't modeled, but that's fine. You know, I'm not hugely keen on having the interiors modeled anyway, because realistically, when you're going to go and look at, you know, the inside of the terminal, you have this side of the airport largely similar. You know, maybe I think this is just cargo or something. This is a huge stand here. Look at the size of this. Wow. But yeah, again, very nice texture work. And it is available on Sim Market, I believe. And I do have a link to it in the description, of course. But yeah, let's take a look at the night lighting. We have the cargo ramp over here. You can see all the FedEx aircraft and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the night lighting then. We'll turn around so we can see the airport. That sort of shimmering there is to do with the the frame gen mod. Right, so let's go here, go to nighttime, give it a while. While we do that, let me have a look at chat. If you want a good flight model in Microsoft Flight Sim, try Leonardo MD. Wherever they did, it flies and feels heavy. Thank you very much for the suggestion. Before it was Microsoft, the product was developed sub-Logic. It was on 5.25 inch discs and it worked on most of the early IBM PCs and it was magical. Looks really good, but I think they could have integrated satellite imagery a little bit better. Yeah, we can take another look at that. I'm not particularly familiar with the airport, so if there's inconsistencies in where things are placed, I honestly wouldn't know. But everything looks good to me. Look at the airport lighting here. Very, very nice. All the stands here are lit up quite nicely. See this weird shimmering? This is another weird bug I get with the frame gen mod, but to fix this, all I have to do is swap my anti-aliasing to DLAA and then back to whatever you're using. So for me, TAA, and it's fixed. But yeah, kind of frustrating. Looks like another Indigo A320. A321 just popped up there. Yeah, look at the night lighting here, the blue shimmer. Look at inside as well. Beautiful. So yeah, it's quite a nice airport. Let's go back to daytime and have a look at the satellite imagery then. So to me it looks pretty good. I'm not sure what it's meant to look like around here, but to me the satellite imagery looks pretty good. Maybe could be, I suppose, slightly higher quality, but it looks good to me. It looked good on final approach. I guess it all seems to line up. I don't know why there's water here, or whether there's water here in real life. Other than that, the scenery is pretty good. I do recommend it. And yeah, look at that. The size of this airport is just astounding, honestly. Such a huge airport. And we've got aircraft departing and taking off constantly as well. So, that is it for the stream today. Thank you all very much for watching as he departs. Let's wait for him to depart. Is it gonna rotate? There it is. Right. Oh, FSLTL is so loud. I'm gonna get rid of FSLTL for a second. Alright, there. Maybe you can actually hear me now. But yeah, thank you very much for all being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Big thank you to Stan as well for being a member on the channel. Members only live stream will be happening within the next few days. I did just put a poll out actually, so we can get that scheduled. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you in the next one.